This is Johannes Ayers for Metaversal Lightcraft, and this is the Metaversal Lightcraft Hyper-Abyssic Astrology Forecast and Light-Specific Yoga Platform for Aries, Summer 2015. The Metaversal Lightcraft Hyper-Abyssic Astrology Forecast is brought to you by Metaversal Lightcraft and Space Burgers. They're out of this world. Recently, Aries, the truth came running to you like the last albino dachshund, bolting out of the catacombs into your arms. And what did you do with it? Do you still have it? While many complain that truth is not knowable, or is a philosophical concept and not a provable reality, our problem involves how we respond once we encounter it. A peculiar function of the mind, known as denial, makes sure that we're usually out of contact with our most vital knowledge. You can afford no such luxury at this point. The reason for this is that you're gathering too much power to cut yourself off from your personal truth, or any other truth. Much of the past decade has taken you on a prolonged journey where you've seen many strange things, encountered a world bigger than you ever imagined, and endured several difficult tests of your mettle. You have wrestled with your conscience and likely that of someone else. At times, you've prevailed in these tests of integrity, and at other times, events have seemed to crush your preconceived ideas. You are now in a well-deserved phase of reconsidering what you've been through, and the decisions you make through this summer will be absolutely essential in determining your life path for an entire phase of your life. So tell me, now that you know this, can you afford to play any games with what you know? I don't think so, particularly not since all the forces of the metaverse are conspiring to focus your power. The whole problem with power in the world is that it doesn't care much for the difference between right and wrong. Most people in a position to conduct themselves this way, and to some extent, that includes anyone privileged enough to be hearing this horoscope, have granted themselves an exemption from karma. You have no such luxury now, and neither do you want it. You have responsibilities that are much more worthwhile. The Aries horoscope for this summer sees a lot of social obligations and friendships. This is because most of the planets are in the western half of your natal chart towards the ascendant. You require the cooperation of others to achieve your targets. Personal decisions will have no say in your success. You can manage to get things done by being a little bit more energetic. Domestic issues will dominate Arians until the 23rd of July. The last week of July will be socially active with a lot of partying and outings which will help you become cheerful and forget your personal problems. The Aries zodiac sign can dabble in risky investments during the last week of the month. Earnings will be accrued through professional activities, and family members will be supportive of your financial goals. In August, go to a confection concession and dicker with a moonlighting prefect over the price of bonbons, then burn a small rainforest. Possibly copulating delicately amongst the Mesozoic ferns at a sovereign botanical garden, and then ride a queer squadron of tiny black horses through the shopping mall. Ambitious Aries could build a full-scale model of the first lunar rover made out of wax and syntholine, and then you could eat some Spanish flies laced with Adderall. Or shave Celtic crosses on the rumps of consenting pooches and airbrushed infrared barcodes on the haunches of catnip-tripping felines. An Aries friend of mine is planning on giving a crash course in ESL to some local wolf children adopted by the mayor and receiving the key to the city, but they've already picked the lock, so we sold it to a posse of renegade urban planners experimenting with the geomantic cultivation of organic concrete. Also, Aries, you might want to consider a Rococo nerve lattice among the quarantine survivors of Operation Rapture. You could stamp down a huge, perfect Mandelbrot set with your willy in a popular wheat field and then feed raspberries to carp.